Welcome to Business Class, a podcast for people wanting to upgrade their thinking, upgrade their learning, and upgrade their life. I'm your host, Eugenia Panderhos, founder of Business Class Collective, best-selling author, and life coach. If you're an entrepreneur, a startup, or someone who dreams of reaching their full potential, then you're in the right place. You'll feel empowered and inspired to design the life you've always wanted. Let's do this. Hello, gorgeous people, and welcome back to the show. I hope you've had a wonderful week. Here we are on a Sunday evening. It's quite chilly. We have winter here in the Southern Hemisphere, so beautiful days, chilly nights. So this week we're discussing the art of reinvention. Recently, I was reading an article about Tim Ferriss, the author of 4-Hour Workweek, 4-Hour Body, and 4-Hour Chef. He believes that you get to choose your own adventure, that you can summon the courage to pivot, to go do, and to become something at the drop of a hat, and that there is an easy way forward to get really good at something new. But regardless of whether you've studied formally or informally, there is a belief that it takes around 10,000 hours to get really good at something. So, what are you waiting for? What is it that you wish to master so that you can begin on your path of reinvention? A desire for reinvention can be caused by feelings that you're stuck in a rut, or that you wish to change direction or careers, or perhaps you're going through some sort of personal crisis. So, how do you reinvent yourself? Well, firstly, you need to become comfortable with asking some very pertinent questions about yourself, your direction, and your objectives. Secondly, you need to answer these questions honestly. Consider assessing your current situation and what is it you want to achieve. Take a piece of paper and write down where you are now, what are your strengths and weaknesses, and what obstacles stand in the way of you achieving your new life. Define your core goals and create a personal vision statement to support your reinvention. Become clear on why you want something to change. This will help you from chasing the shiny objects that don't serve you well. List your goals and determine how realistic and achievable these goals are. And this is really important because you can have goals that aren't aligned and they're quite shiny and attractive, but are they aligned with how you really feel about your life and the direction of your life? And having clear and strong goals means that when times are tough and obstacles arise, you will have the commitment and can-do to push through. It's about keeping yourself focused on the objective. When you do experience complications, as you will, it's a good idea to not be deterred by challenges and perceived failure, or should we say lessons, but instead to see them as opportunities to practice capacity and to attain clarity. Some of the most valuable lessons come from our biggest challenges. Next, consider what positive habits you will need to adopt in order to achieve your goals. These may include continued learning, eating a healthy diet, including movement in your day, or investing in your future. It's a good idea to shake up your routine, to spice things up by shaking off the predictability of your day. Take small steps like taking a different route to work, reach out to people that you wouldn't normally speak to or engage with, or change your daily walking routine. By embracing different experiences and the context around those experiences, your brain will be stimulated and in turn you will be inspired in your thinking and in your actions. As you can see, reinvention is about making decisions about the most fundamental areas of your life and committing to those decisions and possessing the ability to pivot should the need arise. It's also about facing fears that are holding you back. Mostly these fears are ambiguous, and if teamed with a goal that is messy and lacking clarity, it will be difficult to achieve the desired success in your reinvention. Your journey of reinvention can be influenced by Stoicism. What does it mean to be a Stoic, you ask? Well, the Stoics had 7 pillars. These are patience, courage, humility, resourcefulness, reason, justice, and creativity. Essentially, by practicing these virtues, we understand that it's the things that test us that make us who we are, and that we grow stronger and better with every obstacle faced. We learn to become a better version of ourselves in the process. And how good is that? By practicing Stoicism, it means you can develop the mind to attain the state of eudaimonia, which is a word to describe a life well lived and one where you thrive and flourish. A stagnant life is uninspiring, regardless of what your job is, or where you're employed, or whatever chosen career path that you happen to be on, or the business you're running. Ultimately, stagnation can lead to negative feelings and being unfulfilled and disconnected, and this in turn leads to a lack of motivation and engagement. Reinvention allows you to become the best version of yourself, and the process of working through new or exciting opportunities can lead you to living a healthier and happier life. You get to learn about yourself and explore undiscovered parts of your personality and character. These will be revealed to you, as will your core values. Reinvention gets you out of your comfort zone and you get to learn new things. It helps to combat the feelings of being stuck. You can take up night courses or sharpen your work skills, learn a new language or take up dance lessons, learn how to create a website or start that blog. Reinvention comes in many forms and it can give you a new sense of purpose. You get to enjoy life differently and to grow through the experience and build capacity. Life becomes more enjoyable and interesting, and so do you. Reinvention is about self-discovery, and it doesn't need to be a complete overhaul. Instead, it's about finding yourself, the new, brighter and shinier version of yourself, your values, and choosing to live a more authentically aligned life. So, to recap, here are the 10 key take-home points, and you might want to get a pen and paper now to write them down. 1. Realize that you are not alone. Everyone stagnates at some point in life. 2. Ask yourself pertinent questions about you, your direction, and your future, and be honest with your answers. 3. List your goals. 4. Identify your values. 5. Shake things up. 6. Face your fears. 7. Adopt positive habits. 8. Find your new sense of purpose. 9. Shine brightly. And 10. Thrive and flourish. And I have a little plug here. If you haven't already, now's a great time to add my book, Living a Life of Inspiration and Meaning, to your library. This is the little black book of inspiration that is filled with 52 philosophical lessons to help you explore your life, your circumstances, and to consider how to improve on them. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. Until next time. You've been listening to Business Class, presented by Eugenia Panterhos, founder of Business Class Collective. If you haven't yet, go to Apple Podcast, subscribe, rate and review this podcast. Share the love and let your family and friends know too. You can follow Business Class Collective on Instagram and Facebook. Join me next time.